not one goalkeeper, but two goalkeepers with Kepa and Edouard Mendy here. Now, what a way to come into a game, and what a way to win it. It must feel fantastic.
Yeah, it's not a typical situation, you know, but we arrived to penalties. Edu did a fantastic job. It was a tough game against very difficult team. So finally we won, and we are so happy. You know, I think all the team did a fantastic job, and we have the medal.
And Edouard, were you surprised when you saw the board go up? You knew this was coming, did you? It's so noisy, sorry. Did you know this was going to happen? Of course you did, it's all planned. And you were happy with this?
Of course I'm happy because we won. And we worked for that, for the success. And I knew since last year, if Kepa come on the pitch, he will help the team. So he did today, and I'm really happy with Kepa.
So you were mentally prepared, because when you stepped out, you hadn't touched the ball until the second penalty.
Yeah, it's not the normal situation, like, as I said before, but I was ready because I knew that this can happen, and I try to be ready mental and physically.
And Thomas is very proud of you both, because he says this shows the teamwork and the collective spirit in the Chelsea camp right now.
Yes, it's a teamwork, it's a team effort, and when you play for Chelsea, you play for success, for title, and we did today together, and we are happy.
You need to take that picture with the two of you together. Congratulations, all the best.
Thank you guys.
Shoulder injury for Ziyech aside, it really has been pretty much a perfect evening for Chelsea tonight. Look, Rio there, reminiscing. Just look at them lift the trophy. Memories, eh?
Yeah, I just love seeing them enjoy it. I think I always say this, I don't know if I enjoyed it enough when we won trophies in my time, but these boys sure do know how to enjoy it.
That's also why you won trophies, because you were...
Yeah, no, I love seeing it. I love seeing them do that. Enjoy it as much as you can.
Yeah. Let's just go through the sort of the story of the penalties. But before we do that, there's something that you want to just mention, because you know the process they go through back at Cobham.
Well, it's a process that Kepa really took on board. So it looked to me like when a Villarreal player had scored against Kepa, he didn't disengage and his job was done. He made sure he got the ball and give it to his own teammate to take the next penalty. So there's no skullduggery. You see some players, goalkeepers, boot the ball away. So that would make your own teammates walk longer. And then when the Villarreal player got the ball, Kepa went to had the ball in his hand, and he's given it to him. Overstepped the mark at times and got booked, but he'd get in their face, maybe delayed it, dropped the ball down. All these little psychological things. And also when Havertz missed the penalty, if you notice, all the Chelsea players went and got him and brought him back into the group. You know, just all these little psychological things and the minute details for a penalty shootout. And Kepa was excellent at it. He was on point with everything.
It's interesting, isn't it, from up here, just watching these, what seem like small, nuanced moments, but when you add them all up, they make a genuine difference to the result.
Well, I think penalties are as much psychological as they are technical. You know, even it's like quite abstract. Even like the walk down to the penalty touch, like it's not normal. It's not what you do in football. So I think as much as you can get into the opponent's head, and the goalkeepers that do it, even Kepa, there was times he was pointing at, to where to shoot. All those little things, if you're not confident as a penalty taker, the chances of you missing go up.
Yeah. Well, let's go through then the story of the penalty shootout and taking off Mendy, who had a brilliant game, and bringing on Kepa. And let's be totally honest, we were confused by the decision, weren't we, at the time?
Yeah, because we weren't in the know, and it's not something that's done on a regular basis. So to see the number 2 goalkeeper come on at this stage, who's not overly renowned for being a great penalty stopper, it was like we saw it as a risk. But again, that's the psychological warfare that goes on, and he's just trying to get that little bit of a one-upmanship on his opponent. And doing that is scary enough when you walk up to a penalty in these situations. So for a goalkeeper to make it even more of a daunting situation, it is great. But he had confidence. I smelt confidence when he was in that net. He's not as big as Mendy, but he had a confidence about him that makes you sometimes as big as other people, because that it comes off of you and it goes on to the opponent, and he's probably thinking, oh my God, he's used to this situation. He looks like he wants this, but it was good, man. That's the bit I loved there. That's what he means something to that squad, the way that they received him after that.
Yeah, that doesn't happen if you're not a popular member of the squad. You know, they celebrate, but everyone to them, the doctors, the kit men were over there celebrating with him. So that happened. But one word he looked in charge. He looked in control of the whole situation, didn't he, Kepa, when he's dealing with it. So this might be something you start seeing more, like with managers having penalty specialists, you know.
You've got to remember as well, this is Kepa. This is the same Kepa who refused to come off a few years ago. No one liked it. It didn't look good. You know, obviously he's had a bit of an arc of a journey, and now he's a real popular member of the squad, has accepted that he's not the first choice keeper. But it's just great to see there, even Mendy hugging him, and you know, the team spirit is going to be massive for Chelsea, and it's great to see.
Well, I'll tell you what, we can hear from them both the goalkeepers who both on the opening day. Welcome back though, Chelsea leading here, looking to start the new season as they ended the last one. It was a half of good and bad as far as Ziyech is concerned. We'll talk about the bad in a moment because that injury looked horrible, but first of all, the run, the goal, lovely.
He's had an excellent pre-season, Jake. He's looked bright. He's popped up in little holes, and this is a goal. We talked about Kai Havertz, didn't we, in the build-up about him when his timing of the run. And here, as Alonso gets it, look there. He's seen the space. He's attacked it. He's gone down, got his head up there, had a little look, cut it back. And Ziyech actually miscues it, but it's a goal. He's been excellent, Ziyech. It's such a shame he got his injury.
We talked about how fluid the front three are for Chelsea in this 3-4-3 formation. Amazing movement there from Havertz. Great way to pass from Alonso. I love here the run from Werner. It brings the defender past the front post. And Ziyech, I like the fact I think he intends to sort of give it a little dink over the keeper, but you just see that fluidity between the front three, creates that movement, creates that goal. And
that was intentional to kick it into the ground and take it over the top of the keeper?
Yeah, I think he knew that. Obviously, he scuffed it, but he's kicked it into the ground and it's gone over the keeper. But Alonso as well, as a wing back, it gets really high in the play and it creates a lot of that movement that makes it difficult to pick up.
Well, we've spoken about the good. Here's the bad. It's weird, Rio. It looks so innocuous, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is. And a lot of injuries happen like that when you least expect it, when you're not even in touch with the ball. And he's Foyfeld, who was marking him, he's just kind of jumped, didn't know where Ziyech was, and his arm was above his shoulder, and he's just thrown it out. And disappointing because he's had such a really good pre-season, but this was an important season for him. He spoke about Havertz and Werner in their first season. Ziyech was the same. Didn't get to the heights of his Ajax form. He was looking to do it this season and starts the day with a goal. Obviously cut short for injury, so disappointing for him.
We spoke about shoulder dislocations in that first half. I don't think none of you actually experienced it, but it has you out for a while, doesn't it?
Yeah, I played with a number of players. I think one of the Silva twins, I think it was Rafa, he done it at Manchester United, and it's an injury that can just happen again.
Yeah.
Again, and no matter what rehab you do, you can be diligent with your rehab, but it can still be a weakness when you go out there and play. But he'll have to do his rehab and protect himself.
Listen, they dispatched Arsenal. They did very well last season, of course, in the final against Manchester United as well. We said in the build-up, underestimate Villarreal at your peril, and this cross from Moreno to Moreno, it could have been 1-1 so easily.
Yeah, great ball from great hold-up play from Moreno. I love this here, the fact that he catches it just at its lowest point on the left foot. Really unfortunate not to go in, but great contact there. But Villarreal, I think, have played really defensively. They've matched, me and Joe spoke about they matched up Chelsea 3-4-3, but they've played really defensively, but that was a great chance.
Yeah. Well, it's been certainly a good workout for Chelsea, and I think the Chelsea supporters around us have enjoyed being so close to you.
Yeah,
serenaded throughout the first half, Joe. I think they're keen for you to get back out on the pitch if you're up for it. Right, we're going to take a very quick break.